Hey folks, welcome to this week's edition of BrushPile Fishing. We're in beautiful sunshiny Florida. And you know folks, a lot of times when you think about crappie fishing down here, you're thinking Okeechobee or Lake Crescent. But today we're in Palm Beach County. We're going to be fishing some smaller lakes with guide Captain Patrick Smith. I'll tell you what, he says we're not only going to catch crappie, but we're going to catch an abundance of different kinds of species. This could be a really fun day. So you stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Many people look at a lake and feel a sense of calm serenity. Crappie fishermen feel the heart-pounding anticipation of the thump. That's why host Russ Bailey is addicted to crappie fishing. It's this addiction that takes Russ from the Midwest to the Deep South in search of the best lakes, techniques, and patterns from some of the best crappie anglers in the country. Right here on BrushPile Fishing.
Hey folks, welcome back to BrushPile Fishing. We're in Palm Beach County here in Florida with Patrick Smith. Patrick, how you doing today?
How's it going, Russ?
I'll tell you what, man, we got another beautiful day, highs in the mid-70s, and we're gonna fish a couple smaller lakes today.
Yeah, we're gonna be jumping around. We'll be fishing a few of the different residential lakes and then also some of the canals.
Okay, and not only are we gonna target crappie, but you said in them same waters, there's several species we could
There's
catch.
probably 10 or 11 different species here on the lake.
No kidding.
Everything from peacocks, largemouth bass, the hybrid stripers, and there's also clown knifefish, which you can only catch here in Palm Beach County or Malaysia.
No kidding, Malaysia, no kidding. What are we gonna be trying, what techniques?
We're gonna be doing a lot of live baiting to start.
Okay.
A lot of live shad. I've got a whole well full of shad. You're gonna do some jigging. We're gonna run right onto the crappie schools and see if you can jig some of them out of there. And at the same time be fishing some live shad.
Awesome. And the one thing, folks, I have always wanted to catch a peacock bass, and you say you've got them right here.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna look for peacocks. February's tough to get the big numbers, but I'd be really surprised if we didn't pull a couple.
Tell you what, man, I'm ready to get started. You?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, folks, it's time to hit the water. There we go. I have no idea what this is, folks. And it is staying down. This is awesome, whatever this is.
Kind of zooming like a peacock bass. We'll start it off with one of those. Take a step back for me, Russ. Let me
Gotcha.
just come right under you.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh, this is awesome, man. Folks, you probably can't hear it, but this drag is just zooming out. Peacock bass, first one of my life, and it's the first fish of the morning.
There's your big crappie right there.
Look, and look at there, right beside it. All right, now how do you handle these things?
Right in the lip.
Just like a bass.
But
All
they're
right.
strong. You know, a largemouth won't shake you quite as hard.
Gosh. Crappie right beside it. You got to be
Same
kidding
hole.
me. Look at there,
Crappie and
folks.
Peacock.
First one, and I said I wanted to catch one today. First fish of the morning. Awesome. And that's not a bad crappie.
This is about how they are, maybe a little bigger.
Okay. And that's a black crappie. Is that predominantly what you get here?
Pretty cool,
Awesome.
right?
Yes, yes. Folks, welcome back to BrushPile Fishing. If you just joined us, we're in West Palm Beach here in Florida, fishing some smaller lakes than you're probably used to. We're just getting started, and we've already caught a peacock bass and a crappie, same hole, same time. There we go. That could be a crappie. No.
It is.
Another crappie, and another nice one. Folks, this is the thing about Florida. This is a smaller chain of lakes. There are so many good bodies of water down here. We have been here 5 minutes, 2 nice crappies, a peacock bass, a couple catfish. This is incredible. And just fishing live bait, a nice simple rig today. And he wanted that. Look at that, beautiful fish. Hey folks, thanks for joining us for today's gear check. First of all, we'll start out with the pole. We use a 7.5 foot Richard Williams Crappie Wizard rod by B&M. And we'll talk a little bit later why we went to that pole. It's a little bit stiffer and we'll explain why later. As far as the line, we had a clear 8-pound test line. And as far as the reel, just a B&M Pro Staff spinning reel. And here's the thing, when we started out just dropping into holes, all we had was a must-have hook and no split shot. And later on, when we started flipping under the docks, we added a small split shot, and we'll explain why just a little bit later. And thanks for joining us for today's gear check. What kind of water temperatures do we have today, Patrick?
About 70, it's like 73 degrees, which is real nice for February. A couple weeks ago, it was down in the 60s.
Really?
Fish from the Amazon don't really like that much. There we go.
Like you said, just let him run a little bit.
I'm with you.
We got double?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm just on you. You're good.
Not sure what this one is, folks. This is awesome. Oh man, what a fight. Are we catching a little bit of everything today? We said that in the opening. There we go. Nice largemouth. There we go.
There you go.
What's your big largemouth on the lake?
In the 8-9 pound range for me. I know last year one of the guides had a guy get a 12-4 in one of the canals. So.
12-4.
Mm-hmm. Never know. But a lot of 8s.
Beautiful color in those, that's for sure.
Yep. You'll get some with, you know, a lot of markings on them, and then some will just be dark plain.
Folks, Patrick was talking earlier about letting that fish take it when you feel that hit, and that's what he did, and that's when you set the hook. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Get ready, get registered, get qualified for the 2018 Cabela's Crappie USA Classic, hosted this year on Lake Cumberland in Somerset, Kentucky. Crappie USA, the largest crappie tournament organization in the world, is giving you the chance to compete for over $100,000 in cash and prizes, including 2 Ranger boat packages powered by Mercury and Minn Kota in our amateur and professional divisions. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a beginner, take your fishing to the next level with Crappie USA and the Cabela's Crappie USA Classic. The new home for your fishing needs is BoneheadTackle.com. Get all the latest product information. Shop our new and improved tackle shop. We have baits for crappie, bass, striper, sand bass, saltwater and terminal tackle. Bait styles in slim stick, stump bugs, brush gliders, and bulk jig heads available. Check out our superior monoline, crankbaits for bass, and our top-of-the-line carbon fiber fishing rods. Bonehead Tackle, family-owned business with one goal in mind: make fishing more fun and help all anglers catch more fish. B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you are jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. 3rd-generation family company with over 7 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Pole, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. Visit bnmpoles.com for yours today.
This episode of BrushPile Fishing is brought to you by Bonehead Tackle, Catch More Fish, Gamma Line, Driftmaster, Crappie USA, Buckeye Ford, Southern Pro, War Eagle Boats.
Fish on.
That might be a crappie. Yes, sir. And another good one. Folks, I'm gonna show you something. Look at the shad in that mouth. How did he get it in there?
That's it.
Look at there. And Patrick, on the couple crappie I've caught, I've noticed that's where that line just gets a little heavy, where the largemouth and everything else.
Yeah, it grabs it and
running
runs.
it a lot more. Beautiful fish.
He's got a mouthful too. That might have something to do with it.
Unbelievable. What was he thinking, man?
Yeah, well, I'm always surprised.
He was hungry. He was hungry. That's probably not a crappie. I don't know though. Nope. Oh, gone. That drag just ripping off. That might be a big catfish.
It might be. It might be that clown knife fish.
Unbelievable, that drag's just ripping. Got a little weight to it, I know that.
Here comes the moment of truth. If he jumps, it's a big, I don't know.
Couldn't see it, he just started to.
Largemouth?
Heck yeah. I'll bring him right to you. Another nice largemouth. Oh, gone.
Little piggy,
See that baby?
How about it? Let me just pop this out of the corner. There you go.
Look at there, folks. This is incredible. So many species in the same little hole, actually, that we're fishing. There's a hit on the drop. That might be a crappie. Oh yeah, oh, a nice crappie. Look at there. That is well over a pound. Beautiful fish. I love the tint that they have to them down here.
Real dark.
Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. That is well over a pound right there, folks. And we are still in hole number 1 this morning. We have not moved. This is awesome. There we go. We got largemouth. Oh, there's a big dog.
Pretty markings.
Beautiful.
Nice fish.
Look at there. Okay, folks, during the gear check, I said that we would talk a little bit later about why we picked the Richard Williams 7.5 footer for today's show. We were catching those fish all out of the same hole, and some of those largemouth were pretty big, so we need a little bit stiffer rod. And that 7.5 footer, it's a little bit heavier action. That way we could get the crappie, the bass, and anything else it might have hit. Now, Patrick, we're on freshwater today, but you said you guide also saltwater and about every day in the year.
Yeah, I do a lot of guiding. I do salt, fresh, and then also in late fall I do alligator hunts.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm pretty busy. I cover every season. Fly fisherman, live bait, everything. Even if you just want to help out in the woods, make sure you're gonna come back at the end of the day. We'll get you out there and back.
What's the big gator you've got so far?
A little over 12 foot.
Wow, that's...
Here's a fish.
And you just got back in the water, and here we go again. Another big crappie. Look at that. That didn't take long.
Nope, another good fish.
Well, folks, we just hit the first hole of the morning. We caught largemouth, crappie, a peacock bass, catfish. Caught a ton of them, some very nice fish to boot. Patrick, ready to hit hole number 2?
Yes, sir. We're gonna go see if we can catch a couple other species.
Let's do it. Folks, you stay tuned. We'll be right back with BrushPile Fishing.
Step up your game and step into a War Eagle Blackhawk 2170. The Blackhawk 2170 gives anglers a tough aluminum hull with over 21 feet of stable, well-balanced fishing real estate. War Eagle, we build them tough for hunters who like to fish.
Welcome to the world of Mustad. Legendary craftsmanship with over 180 years of experience. With advanced designs and technology, Mustad is a name you can trust for whatever you fish for. The long-trusted classic and big game hooks, the innovative ultra-point designs, assortment of tools and jigs, or pre-tied rigs and accessories. Quality and durability are built into every Mustad product. Saltwater giants or freshwater trophies. Make your next trip more memorable with Mustad.
For great fishing, check out Grand Lake St. Mary's. Located in west central Ohio, if you're looking to land bass, catfish, crappie, perch, or bluegill, Grand Lake is the place for you. Check out greatergrandlakeregion.com.
This episode of BrushPile Fishing is brought to you by Mustad, best-selling hook on the planet. B&M Poles, official pole of BrushPile Fishing. Jenko Fishing, Greater Grand Lake Region. NKT.TV, BrushPile Fish Attractant.
Hey folks, welcome back to BrushPile Fishing. We've made our first move, and Patrick, we're going to take a little time out from the crappie. We're targeting a specific fish right now. Can you tell the folks at home about that?
Yeah, we're targeting, they're called clown knife fish. And Palm Beach County is the only place to catch them in the U.S. If you want to catch them anywhere else, you have to go to Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, places like that. The world record's actually from here.
Really?
Yep, 14 pounds right now.
So that is a very rare fish, folks.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if we can pop one here. We're using basically the same technique.
Same thing. These fish are on the bottom. They're ambush predators. They don't really go searching for food.
Okay.
They will work around when they're real fired up, but it's a matter of your bait swimming in front of his face.
Okay.
And then they'll inhale it.
There we go. Oh yeah, he's coming up.
Largemouth it is.
Yes, sir. No, that's a nice crappie.
Crappie?
Look at there. Woo! He fall like a largemouth. That's another good fish, folks. Look there. Beautiful. And I'm telling you, we're catching everything, but the crappie we catch are awesome. Oh,
There we go.
another good largemouth there, folks. Back up. Heck yeah. Thank you, boss. Look at there. Look at the mouth on that thing. And again, right in there with the crappie. You know, Patrick, in the show opening today, we talked about we were going to catch probably a lot of different species, but I'll tell you what, we're in February. If a guy wants to get away, especially from the northern states, if you want to specifically target crappie, it's easy to do here.
No problem.
But like us today, we've caught everything, and I'll tell you what, I've had a blast, and we've caught plenty of crappie and, you know, everything else. What time of year, is it the bite always like this, or what months are best for this?
Well, it really depends on what you want to catch. February would be the time for the crappie and some largemouths. A couple peacocks will be mixed in.
Okay.
Once you come into spring, your peacock bite is really gonna turn on, and the largemouths also. And then throughout the rest of the year, it's good for everything. It gets better. Middle of the summer, when it gets to be 100+ degrees, it's not always the best. You know, the lake temp will get to 90. But the rest of the year is just on fire in here.
So Patrick, if someone wanted to book you for February, how far in advance do they need to be calling?
February, just a couple weeks is good.
Okay.
But for March, April, May, you should definitely have your call in by January or February. Those are starting to book up already.
Prime months.
That's prime peacock time. That's the first viable spawn. They'll be on their beds, guarding, and real good sight fishing.
Okay.
So those days book up pretty fast.
And you know, folks, even if you're going to bring your own boat down and spend a week on the water, I always recommend, if you've never been to a place, get a guide the first day. It takes a lot of the guesswork out. You can see the techniques he's using. And today, this is a little bit different than what I'm used to fishing, and it has been a blast. Well, folks, we're just finishing up with spot number 2. We've caught largemouth, peacock, more crappie. We're heading to spot number 3. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. You stay tuned.
Want more trucks for less bucks? Buckeye Ford is your truck headquarters. Work or play, we have the truck for you. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and F-450s. We know trucks, and you'll always get top dollar for your trade. Get the truck you need today for less bucks at Buckeye Ford, and shop over 200 new Fords and tons of pre-owned cars and trucks 24/7 at BuckeyeFord.com. Remember, you'll find more trucks for less bucks at BuckeyeFord.com. More trucks, less bucks. BuckeyeFord.com.
Driftmaster rod holders. Whether you are pushing, pulling, or organizing, Driftmaster has you covered with products that are made in America. We can rig any boat for any technique from front to back. Driftmaster, for the way you fish. Jenko Fishing, a bass and crappie lure manufacturer specializing in custom hard and soft baits. Jenko takes crappie fishing to another level with its unique championship-proven products from its Big T lineup. 6 different rod platforms, lightest net in the industry, 4 soft baits with 16 colors, cranks, terminal tackle, and much more. Visit JenkoFishing.com to get what you need to succeed in this crappie fishing world. Introducing NKT.TV, a brand new solution for the cord-cutting generation. With NKT.TV, viewers enjoy viewer-specific programming with the ability to pick and choose the channels you wish to subscribe to. Missed BrushPile Fishing this week? Catch it on NKT.TV, along with all your other Pursuit Channel favorites. NKT.TV offers dozens of network and channel options for you, the viewer, to choose from. So go ahead, cut the cord, and get everything you want with nothing you don't. Visit NKT.TV today.
Crush that baby. Thank you, sir. What a day of fishing.
Let me just pop this out real quick for you.
Thank you, boss. And we're going to turn him loose, folks.
Now, if your bait wants to swim a little bit, flip that bail open every once in a while, let him take a few feet of line.
Okay.
There's fish there. My bait's real nervous. Yesterday, I had the first snapping turtle that I've ever seen in here, like a regular common snapper.
Yeah.
Never see him, see all the other kinds. I went to the back of the boat, he was hanging on the back of my jack plate and engine like somebody in a swimming pool hanging on a ladder. Got eaten right on the surface. Oh no, I let it go.
Folks, we made 4 or 5 different location changes today. Every place we've went, we've caught fish, and it doesn't matter if it was on the main body, on the drop-offs. We've caught them in the canal systems here. It's just been a heck of a day. Now, the crappies haven't seemed to come in these canals, but I think it's because the bass are so aggressive right now, we can't get to them. I also think if we would put a small cork on right now and set that depth like we talked about earlier, I think you could catch crappie right here in these canals. The water temperature is great for that. Got a double going.
That might be, I guess any of them could be. It's too fast of a head shake.
I think I've got no largemouth.
I got another peacock.
Do you? Oh, yeah.
Nice largemouth.
Come here. Another double.
Yeah, it's a real size largemouth.
Come on, Patrick, you better be 10 pounds.
Nah, he ain't that
Come
real.
on.
He ain't that real. This one just got smoked.
Is he still on there?
Yeah, he's on there. He's running with it.
He's gone.
4 pounds?
God, that's a nice one. Look at a bucket mouth on that thing.
All right.
Florida in February. I'd say there's some good things to say about down here.
Yeah, it's happening.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Patrick, I have had an absolute blast, if you couldn't tell, on the water today.
Yes, sir. It's good having you.
Tell you what, we appreciate you having us down here. And folks, before we close, I want to say we sure appreciate you viewing us. We appreciate our sponsors. Without all of you guys, this show wouldn't be possible. So keep joining us. We'll be back next week with BrushPile Fishing.
For more brush pile fishing excitement, find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.